Hello YouTube! Welcome to September's monthly stuff, Final Fantasy XI. We're going to go over the different smaller events that are going on, as well as Ambu coming up, and update notes, and login, everything for September into October, Final Fantasy XI. Let's get into it. So, first off, smaller event, basically cosmetic items we have, and this is actually running now. It started August 30th, but there is the Shadow Lord event with lots of cosmetic rewards. So you can see here 2 different swords. Is one of these not two-handed? One-handed sword, another one-handed sword. Oh, there's the two-handed sword. Okay, cool. These are basically drop. You have a chance of getting these as a drop from fighting the original Shadow Lord battle. Extinction is a new one-hander this month. It actually is a pretty cool model, actually. And yeah, and later on it'll be able to be stored in the Porter Moogle, so definitely if you're interested in this, pick it up during this event. Who knows when this will come back around? I think it's like twice a year. But yeah, these are the 3 rewards for this. Secondly, we have coming up the login campaign for this month. I actually really like this apron. It's a crab-themed apron. That's a nice color. And login points, yep, going into early October. Let's see what else we have. I think this is a dagger. Oh, no, it's a hat. Okay. So, this is a hat you can get for cosmetic rewards for this month's login points. A couple of mounts, the rare ebb cap, the wind knife, all cosmetic stuff. The rare ebb cap can be synergied into +1, which gives you treasure hunter. Something to look out for if you're if you're like new or returning and you need an extra point of treasure hunter. Of course, the new apron at 500. These 3 pieces form a kitchen item that you can, it's like a furnishing, goes in your Mog house. It's pretty cool. I have it. Smoke rises from the, okay, whatever. And other than that, there's really nothing worth getting otherwise. Basically, spend your spare points on like Beastman seals or whatever seals you might need that you might not have enough of. Oh, the Far East Hearth is nice. For 100 points, it's actually a good reward. So these are the 2 items. This is, if you buy the 3 pieces that are 750 and you login points and you synergy them together, you get this kitchen here. And I think it was 100 login points gets you this hearth. And it's just a really cool item because, woo, it's just got like a little fire going inside your Mog house. Nice ambient crackles. I like it. All right, well, that's logins for the month. Next up, we have campaign. Great. I have not looked at these yet. And who knows what we're getting. Last month was exceptional, so this month is going to be bad. That's the pattern we get. Increased seal and crest drop rate campaign. The rate at which seals and crests are dropped will be increased for the duration of the campaign, based on the number of members in the party, up to a maximum of 6 seals. Yeah, you'll see 6 seals drop consistently during this campaign, as long as you're in a party of 6. Additional seal battlefield... Well, at least we're getting this at the same time. Oh, okay, this is where you get your eye seals from. Additional seal battlefield spoils campaign. The most important aspect of this one is you get drops their eye seal Mog coupon, and the point of those is to exchange 1 eye seal coupon for the Abyssia seals that are needed to upgrade Empyrean gear, which on their own are very difficult to farm up, or at least time consuming, if not actually difficult. And having a store of eye seals for when you need to upgrade Empyrean for any job, really handy, really helpful. Definitely something to stock up on if you don't have them already. Double Simulacra segment campaign. The drop rate for Simulacra segments and colonization layers will be doubled for the duration of the campaign. Not super relevant nowadays. You might find them cheaper on the auction house because of this campaign, because of the few people who actually do these types of content. Delve Campaign Plus. Delve will receive the following adjustments for the duration of the campaign. Defeating Delve monsters and clearing Delve will yield double the amount of usual Muoplasm. Monsters will drop air elixirs +1 and +2 when vanquished. I believe this is what makes it plus. So the Delve campaign is really good because you get double the amount of Muoplasm. And especially if you're looking to make Idris or EPO, you can get your 2 million or 2.5 million. I forget how much exactly you need of Muoplasm, but use this campaign to get that plasm because it'll cut your time in half. You can use it to buy mats as well. Depending upon how much they're going for on your server, the price usually drops during this campaign anyway. Depending upon how much those are going for on your server, it might still be worth doing for Gil. It depends. It used to be a whole lot better, but now it's medium. Campaign Festa. The Campaign Festa. Campaign will undergo the following adjustments for the duration of the campaign. Experience and allied notes earned from evaluations will be doubled. The amount of spoils obtained from treasure chests when participating in unions will be increased. I don't remember if there's any rewards left from this that are worth doing. I think this is your standard old content, getting a campaign and not really being needed or helpful. Vagary campaign. Not bad. This one's not bad. A lot of times, Link Shells will get together and do Vagary during this campaign because it gives a chunk of reward. Well, okay, so I'll just read it. The rate at which etching items drop from enemies has been increased. The etched memories are used in upgrading Empyrean armor to the +1. Okay. Yes, so etched memories are used in upgrading Empyrean armor. And then additionally, exchanging the following key items in Lethalia will yield 2 additional rewards. Basically, you get extra like Dark Matters or Plovid Flesh. Usually, you just pick the valuable items and make a little bit of gil off of this, as well as get your unlocks for whatever various job you might need unlocks for. Next up, Skirmish Stone and Arcane Glyptics campaign. The only item I can personally see off of this list that's still used today is the Gendwith Gauges +1. So this event will help you get those maxed for your bard songs. Note that this event does not include the Telkeen or the Teon stuff. Next up is the Voidwatch campaign. Money. During this campaign, basically, you want to go fight the higher tier Voidwatch mobs with a Cobalt cell and a Rubicon cell, and farm like heavy metal pouches or rift cinders or heavy metal plates in general. And basically, if you're an older account, you'll have plenty of Voidwatch stones left hanging around, Void stones. And like if you're returning to the game and you played, years ago, you may have a large cache of Void stones that can be used here in this event. Team up with some other people and just spam this event, and you can walk away with like almost an Empyrean weapon's worth of heavy metal plates sometimes, depending upon how much effort you put into it. Definitely worth mentioning. During the Voidwatch campaign, you get the increased drop rates, but okay, anyway. The other drop you can get is the pulse weapons, and if you already have the pulse weapon from that mob, you can convert it into a pulse cell, which some of them sell for upwards of 5 million gil. Another way to make money at this is to high roll the pulse weapons and turn them into cells and make some extra gil that way. This can be a very, very valuable campaign, definitely worth doing. So the question was brought up, do the cells do anything if the lights are maxed during this campaign? And the answer is yes. So if you look at the chart for the reward quality and the reward quantity, you'll see that the values cap at 350 for the actions you can take on the mob. So for example, you have a base reward quantity alignment of 100%. If you were to get an extreme vulnerability stagger, you get another 250%, capping at 350%. So in terms of the actions you can do to increase the reward quality and reward quantity on the mob, those actions cap at 350%. Now you can get above that. So they say it says that the lights are capped in the description of the Voidwatch campaign, but they mean capped in terms of the actions you can do. You can then raise it further by using Rubicon cells or Cobalt cells. So I think I read on the other page that this 150% is because if you have ROV complete. Otherwise, it's only 50% per cell. But anyway, assuming you have ROV complete, one red cell will bring you from 350 to 500% reward quality. 1 blue cell will bring you from 350% to 500% reward quantity. Now, we have some people in chat talking about vendoring items, and heck yes. Go into this event with an empty inventory. And now, personally, for me, I know what items are worth keeping that vendor high because I've done this event a lot. And some items are just like they take up an entire inventory slot and they only NPC for like 500 gil. And I'll make sure to throw those out as we're doing things. That way, your inventory is just full of like stacks of items that are worth like many K a piece. And yes, this almost needs its own separate video. So I'm just going to finish touching up on this here just to say, go in, use 1 Rubicon cell, use 1 Cobalt cell, fight your high-level mob, get extra drops. It's awesome. It's worth your time. Back to the campaigns. Gaia's Feet campaign. Combat will yield double the amount of Eshka Silt. Nobody's farming Eshka Silt anymore. Combat and magic skill increase campaign. Simple campaign. Your combat skill ups and your magic skill ups will be faster. This is a fantastic time to cap your skill ups between having food on, having the right trusts out, having the right gear on. You can skill up very fast. If you're a new or returning player, do this. Get it out of the way. Omen Light double up campaign. This one tends to be confusing to people because the way Omen Lights work aren't ever explained in game, I don't think. But basically, when you vanquish, I think it's a monster or a pack of mobs in Omen. See, even I'm a little confused. The idea here is, though, you get 2 Omen Lights, so it says like light number 751 or whatever has been lit. If you see 3 of the same number in a row, like 111 or 555, you have basically activated free treasure chests at the end of that floor. It's actually not pointless. It gives you double the chances of a chest floor. Now, the chest floors aren't great. I've only ever seen like 1 item ever come out of them that was worth it. But it does give you double the chances of getting a chest floor. Okay, so that is campaign for this month. And next up, we have another small event. We have the Blazing Buffaloes. I couldn't find the name. Buffaloes prowl the following areas during the duration of the event, round them up, and bring them to the nearby Moogles for a variety of rewards. To begin, speak to the Moogles located in the corresponding areas to learn about the event. Once again, I'm going to leave this up to you. If it's something you're interested in, go ahead, check the wiki, figure out how to do the event. I will, however, share with you what the rewards are. We have basically some costume stuff. So this is a one-shot. The Jug of Miracle Milk transforms you into a Chigo. You can bounce around, Lower Juno or whatever. Drover's Mantle. I couldn't actually find what this one does. But it looks like it's just. I would assume it was a costume, but it doesn't show it. It doesn't show it here in the wiki. The Red Sash or the Dash Sash, an enmity piece, not really useful. There's other enmity pieces available for those of you who want to play that. You might want it for completion's sake. Next up, we have the Drover's Belt, transforms you into a Chigo. This is a repeatable effect as opposed to the one-shot. Next we have a furnishing. Actually, tell you what, I'm going to go over the last 2 and then I'll show you what the furnishing looks like. We have a furnishing and we have another costume piece. This one is the most expensive piece in the event and it transforms you into a baby buffalo. Adorable and fun. And now the furnishing, it looks like this. I might actually go and do this for Cashew because he collects weird stuff in his house. All right, chat. All right, YouTube. I've been told this item is helpful for actually completing the event so the buffalo doesn't kick you around. Good to know. So you may want to get this one early in order to help you get the last chunk of the points. That's that. Once again, it's the Blazing Buffaloes event. And go ahead and check the wiki for how to get that event done. Lastly, we have the version update. I haven't heard anything about this. Which usually means that it wasn't anything too enthralling. So let's just read through the update notes now and see what we have for next month. It says, "Good day, adventurers. Matsui here with some information about the next version update. The weather here in Tokyo has been a bit touch and go, with blistering heat followed by cool, rainy days. Of course, rain is important for a variety of reasons, but when the weather continues to be poor, I can't help but get a case of the doldrums. Some people across Japan and other parts of the world are dealing with the aftermaths of record flooding." That was here, by the way. For those of you who don't know, I'm in Jersey, and not exactly where I'm at, but very close by. Some of the flooding did some really crazy stuff, and of course, New York City isn't far from here either, and some people down in Philly. It's been a little weird. Some people across Japan and other parts of the world are dealing with the aftermaths of record flooding, and I hope that you and yours are safe and healthy. Yeah, I'm good. Lost electricity for a little bit, but yeah. Let's get down to a quick overview of September. First off, let's touch on the voracious resurgence. I asked the planners in charge to say a few words, and the response I got was, Apkalu. That's very succinct. What exactly they meant by that is a mystery. So I guess you'll just have to wait and see. Okay. This will also wrap up the At Ergen chapter of our story. Oh, I really thought they'd take At Ergen into the end of the... Okay, so this was a bet, friends. I had really bet on the fact that At Ergen is where we were staying for the rest of VR. The counter argument for that was we were going through the cities, and then we got into At Ergen. So the counter argument was, well, SC is just rotating through other zones and other old expansion packs in order to progress through the voracious resurgence stuff. I thought we were close enough to continue into At Ergen into the meat of VR, but it says here, this will wrap up the At Ergen chapter of our story. Matsui then goes on to say, when I think of At Ergen, I think of Puppet Masters and Corsairs, so we'll see if anyone related to these two classes pops up. Okay. Make sure not to miss the latest installment when it goes live. As usual, I will be streaming the next Voracious Resurgence mission a week after release, so yeah, make sure to tune in Mondays for Final Fantasy XI streams on twitch.tv/ScottyDeluxe. Next up is Ambuscade. Intense Ambuscades feature a rerun of the Porogo event, while Normal has a battle against the Cockatrice. Usually one associates petrifying attacks with these foul, but this time we emphasized contagion instead. The more effects it absorbs, the easier it is to damage your foe, but certain effects may cause it to power up in unexpected ways. Kind of like, what is that, Fu from Omen? How you manage this effect is the key to emerging victorious. Alright. The Porogo event. I made Cashew into a Puppet Master like 2 years ago when this event was over, because I saw that you could solo/duo this event with a Puppet Master and a Corsair with Overdrive, and was like, the next time this comes around, I'm going to be prepared, and I'm going to make some extra money on the side. And now here it is. So we finally got this event back. It took them 2 years to rerun it. I think it's legitimately been 2 years and some months since it ran. And here we are. So we're getting the Frog Ambu back, and I will be doing that. I will be doing that on stream. Next up. And now a couple of out-of-game announcements. I'm sure many of you have visited the We Are Vanadil website, which recently wrapped up an interview series with Yosuke Saito, the first producer of Dragon Quest X Online DQX, and an avid FF11 player. I share his belief that enjoying what you are working on is a huge element for making a successful game. If you haven't had a chance to look at that interview, now's the perfect time to do so. I do want to go back and read that. The next interview in this series, coming this September, is with Yutaka Kawamata, the current producer of Nobunaga's Ambition Online. I don't know what that is. Although unrelated to the topic, I was surprised to learn that he and I graduated from the same high school, and we touched a little bit upon that in our discussions. As an aside, the interview started off a bit formal before we got into that topic, at which point all bets are off. Nice. They get into the weeds, love it. I hope you're looking forward to it when it gets posted in the days to come. The September version update is almost upon us, and I look forward to seeing all of you in Vanadil. ROEs updated, Voracious Resurgence, new quests, Ambu, new NMs, replace reward items. I hope we get like a Porogo staff or something, I don't really know. Titles, new titles, battle related, remove level difference penalty. I'm still not sure what they're building something for this level difference penalty that's going on, but I don't know what it is. Okay. New items, new supported items. Same old, same old. Seems like nothing huge for this month, but we do get 2 new quests, or at least we usually get 2 new quests. We'll see. And yeah, so that's going to wrap it up for today. If you have any questions, make sure to post them in the comments down below. Be sure to check me out at twitch.tv/ScottyDeluxe. For Final Fantasy XI, I stream every Monday, but check me out throughout the week as well. And other than that, have a great rest of your day, and peace. This is a behind-the-scenes moment because this is not making it to YouTube. I hope you're doing all right out there, Chatland. We had some technical difficulties getting started this morning.